Steve Clarke has selected his Scotland squad that he believes is going to take us to the promised land of North America. Welcome back to Fog Football. And then you see it. Goalkeeping crisis. Angus Gunn is injured. Now, I don't really rate Angus Gunn, but at the same time, when you lose Angus Gunn and you bring in Scott Bain, you're in for a whole world of pain, brother. Scott Bain. Now, I actually think Scott Bain's had an alright season for Falkirk. Whether it be our EAFC 26 career mode, whether it be real life, but there's a few games, i.e. that wee game there, Martin O'Neill's return match, where Scott Bain was absolutely rank rotten. I don't really have faith in Scott Bain. Now, the good thing is for me, I don't think Scott Bain will be playing. But at the same time, the two options are nae legs Gordon and nae games Kelly. So, Jambo Bear, I put this question to you. Is Scott Bain starting for Scotland against Denmark and Greece? Because if he is...
Absolutely not.
Well, who's starting then?
Craig Gordon.
Who's not fit and not played a game this season?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter. For me, it's got to be Liam Kelly.
Who also hasn't played a game this season.
But it is match fit.
Is he?
I'd say so.
How's Craig Gordon not match fit?
He's got no legs. No, honestly, why would...
You're making shit up, yeah?
And when did Craig Gordon come back from injury, by the way?
He's been fine for like the last month.
So why is he not playing?
Because they think Shalow's better.
Well, Shalow's fucking shite. No, if Craig Gordon's being kept out the team by Shalow, no, what I think that is for Hearts. I think that's, we signed this guy for the Jamestown Analytics, and they're never wrong, so we have to play him over Craig Gordon.
No, I don't agree with it. I think Craig Gordon's far better.
Well, the Steve Clarke alcoholics has went with fucking Craig Gordon. So how about that? How about that for analytics?
Do you trust the Clarke, the alcoholics?
I'm going to have to trust him, but I mean, I would go with Craig
Gordon.
I
feel sorry for Gordon. At club level and national level, he has been unfairly replaced as the number one due to time off with injuries, and it's just not right. Obviously, got injured, lost his place to Gunn, and then for some reason, Steve Clarke just thought, oh no, Gunn plays down in England, so he's better. And now we're seeing Schlow come in from the Bundesliga, and he's replaced Gordon, but in reality is Craig Gordon's better than both Angus Gunn and Shalow.
He is. I mean, honestly, Shalow kept a few clean sheets, but I think he's looked very shaky. Very shaky.
I think Shalow keeping clean sheets is more down to Hearts being good and defensively being good rather than anything he's done. Shalow doesn't really look convincing to me. Every time I watch him, looks like he's always got a mistake in him.
I think Shalow, in the long term, could really hurt Hearts' chances this year. Like, seeing the going gets tough, because Hearts have been the better team in most of their games, but seeing they're under the cosh, he could be costing them.
Also, I just think it's sick that Scotland could be at a World Cup, Hearts could win a league, and Craig Gordon's just not going to
be involved in any of it.
Yeah.
Sad, but he could be involved here. You're going Gordon to start. I'm going Liam Kelly. Scott Bain's just there for the ride, I guess. Anyway, moving into the defenders. So, Doidge, Hanley, Hendry, Hickey, McCrory, McKenna, Ralston, Robertson, Suter, Tierney. It's just a bunch of guys that are either done or just aren't really cutting the mustard, isn't it? I mean, I look at Kieran Tierney. I mean, I know he got an assist, right? But Sriracha's starting ahead of him. That tells you all you need to know. John Suter, do I even need to elaborate? Andy Robertson, he is done.
Why is Greg Taylor getting in when he was at Celtic?
But he's not getting in now.
No, he's not getting in.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe Steve Clarke doesn't like. Well, I was going to say maybe he doesn't like. Yeah, I was going to say Danny Musai. Greg Taylor's away in Greece. Anthony Ralston.
Athens, mate.
Well, he's in Greece.
Yeah, Athens.
Well, do we need to be so specific?
Why not?
Why not? Well, Anthony Ralston, right? He's never had it. Scott McKenna, I don't know, man. I think he's all right, but do you know Scott McKenna's just never hit the levels he could have? Left Aberdeen and hasn't really done much. Just floated about a couple of decent European teams, but never really hitting the peak. McCrory is what it is. Hickey for me is great. That's good that he's back. Hendry in Saudi Arabia. How's Hanley still here? Who knows? But on his day, he's probably still our best centre back, which is sad to say, isn't it? And then you've got Josh Doidge, who I rate. And honestly, I don't know what Josh Doidge has been doing in Sassuolo, but I'd fucking start him ahead of Tierney and Robertson. If he's any good.
It's never going to happen.
No, it's never going to happen, Steve. Claw my favourites. I mean, the only reason Josh Dodge is in here because someone's probably picked up an injury that we don't know about. But who would you go for?
I've got an injury right now.
Who's your back four?
Oh, fuck, I can't even think. Hickey. Hanley.
McKenna.
Suter on there, no?
Nah, Suter. I've just had it enough with Sir John Suter.
I'd go Hickey, Hanley, Suter, and it's going to be Robertson, so there's no point pretending otherwise.
Right, midfielders. Let's point out the guy that sticks it like a sore thumb. Christie, Ferguson, Bendoak, Gilmore, McGinn, Kenny McLean, Scott McTominay, Lennon Miller. Now, the fact that you yawned when I said Kenny McLean sums it up. He's in there. We know the score. Now, Lennon Miller's only played 76 minutes this year. All we heard was, well, if he goes to the Old Firm, he won't get a game. Would he not?
Yeah, you can't sit here and tell me that Lennon Miller wouldn't be playing right now at Celtic or Rangers.
Oh,
especially with issues they've had.
Of course, yeah. He just
and the out of form players that they've got, both of them.
No, absolutely. There's
sad to see Lennon Miller have a lack of game time. Things like this, I think, will affect potential development. Maybe he should have just stayed at Motherwell, but especially the way. I wonder if he regrets it. I know he's making more money now and he got a big move, but he would have got a big move anyway. Would it really hurt Lennon Miller to stay at Motherwell for another season?
No, probably not, but Motherwell wanted to cash in. They did cash in. Lennon Miller, for me.
Cash in? Like, why can't teams show a bit of fucking ambition? Offer him a new contract, add a couple of years onto it, make him the highest paid player in Motherwell history, and if he delivers for another season, then you can make some like real fucking money on the guy.
I know, but they did cash in. I'm not telling a lie there.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, why can't they just show some ambition?
Because that's this league, isn't it? Anyway, he's probably like the first person that's went to Serie A, and I mean, I wouldn't say he's flopped, but just not really done much. Everyone else has seemed to go to Serie A and flourish. Speaking of guys that go to Serie A, Shea Adams is in, Dykes is in.
I think Kenny McLean would flourish in Serie A.
Nah, maybe like Serie D or something. George Hurst is in, but Lawrence Shankland is in. Kieran Bailly's out, which I would agree with, but even though I'd probably put him in over Hurst, because I don't rate George Hurst.
But you know what, man? I can't even get excited over Lawrence Shankland being in the squad because he's not going to get a fucking chance.
He's fourth choice.
He is fourth. Guaranteed.
I feel like Shankland's only getting minutes if we're trailing. And he's just
well, I don't think he'll get minutes. Because
no, I think he would.
I don't
like for 3 minutes
well,
to go. If we need like 7 goals,
I don't see Steve Clarke going with 2 up front. Not for like the Denmark game, the game that matters.
Yeah, but it depends on the context. If we're getting beat with 5 minutes to go,
but I disagree because if he's got Hurst, let's say he'll probably start with Adams. You look at the change. Is he gonna? I think for Shankland to get on, first he needs to bring on Dykes and Hurst. But there's so many changes that you can make with the midfield and the defenders that we've got.
He's so stuck. No, it's actually fucking insane, right? Kenny McLean is getting minutes across these 2 games. I don't care. He just will. How can Kenny McLean be coming into that midfield, but Lawrence Shankland can't get a minute ahead of some of these strikers? When he's probably the best there, or at minimum right now he's the best.
I wouldn't rule out him starting Kenny McLean. And second of all, let's say we're in that Denmark game, we're trailing, we're 1-0 down or whatever, 2-0 down, with half an hour to go. I guarantee you Kenny McLean gets brought on before Shankland does.
Yeah. Fucking aye. I mean, you gave Kenny McLean the full 90 odd minutes against Belarus. Lennon Miller got about 3. Anyway, that is us done here with the Scotland squad. It is what it is. No real massive shocks in there apart from... we knew, Angus Gunn, I don't know, he did his hamstring, so I'm not really surprised he's not in there. But are you worried? Have you got faith? Can this get us over the line? Can Clarke master up a few tricks here, or is it going to be a wee walk to the office afterwards? Or is it going to be that anyway?
No, he's going to the office to win, lose or draw. Let's be fucking honest. Like, I hope so. I hope so. Listen, he's picked the squad I expected him to pick. I mean, I was half thinking he'd put Shankland in, but at the same time, I just don't think it really matters because I'll be shocked if Shankland gets any more than 10 minutes across the 2 games. I wouldn't even be surprised if Shankland doesn't go onto the pitch across the 2 games. Listen, we'll see. Well, it's been a good campaign so far in terms of results, but it's been a shocking campaign in terms of performances. We really don't deserve to have 10 points at this stage.
No.
Now, we do have 10 points, but you can't keep playing shite and picking up results. That's the thing. People are like, oh, why are you being negative? It doesn't matter how we're playing. No, it does matter. Because see, if you're a good team and you're playing well, the results will take care of themselves. See, if you're a shite team and you're playing shite, you can only get lucky for so long. I think that our luck is going to run out in these next 2 games. If we play the way we've played it so far, and I thought the Denmark game were alright, but the 3 since then we've been fucking bogging. And 2 of those games, by the way, were against Belarus, so there's no excuse for that. But I think if we continue to play the way we've played over the last 3 games, I do not see how we pick up the points required in this double header.
No, I agree. We've said that, we've called that out, but apparently it was too negative. Clarke, it's going to all come crashing down these 2 games for me if the performances stay the same. Because it's alright saying, oh, well, Greece are it. Greece, even being it, right, will still likely batter us. Because we've seen it, they battered us at Hampden. And then that game at Hampden, like the last, like I'm talking about March by the way, but the last one, they should have got something out of that. But the key thing is to remember, say we don't qualify, we still playoffs to do. We need good form. We need something. Yeah, put it this way, right? There's a situation where we don't get through here, but we still play good. Because Denmark are good and Greece are good. Let's not shy away from it. There's still, I mean, there's a situation where you could be, not more proud, but you could almost be more accepting of, hey, we fucking went toe-to-toe and we lost. But then we could also scrape through these 2 games playing absolute pish.
Don't get me wrong.
Which I would take the latter,
I would take scraping through qualifying for the World Cup, even if we played diabolical. We could have the worst 2 games I've seen in Scotland history, and that would mean that we've played horrendous because we've had a lot of bad games. I would take that, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely that we play as bad as we've been playing lately and get enough points for these 2 games to qualify.
All we got to do is draw.
Luck runs
against Greece, and then I don't care. But the thing is, right? I think you can maybe get away with a shite performance and draw. We're going to need to step up the task against Denmark, and I don't see it. I'll be honest. I don't think this team's got it in them.
Just
every time when push comes to shove in one of these crunch matches, our arse folds.
It's going to be tough. But we just need to make sure we get the draw in Greece to give ourselves that chance.
Or else that second game becomes pointless. And it would piss me off, see if we played shite in Greece and get beat, and then, for whatever reason, rocked up at Hampden and fucking put them to the sword and won like 3-0.
I will say, even if we lose to Greece and Denmark won Belarus and we're out because of goal difference, I would have expected... So we'd go into the last game with a points tally of 10.
Yeah.
I would have expected that to be enough going into the final game to give us a shout. To give us a shot of winning. Just unfortunately, Denmark have beat Greece twice.
No, yeah, that is it.
And I just don't think we really expected that to start the campaign.
We didn't. Anyway, there's obviously 2 more games to get through. Europe and the weekend. And then it's all about Steve Clarke. Can we do it? Will we do it? We'll have to find out next week. But until next time, peace.